Good morning, everyone. Cheryl Ann here today. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, and I'm just having so much fun. I watched a video by Gina over at the Rebookery, which I will link below in the comments, about how she's working on a altered book planner. I'm not a planner kind of person. I don't plan. But I was really intrigued with her altered book. See, this book still has the spine on it. It's called Feeding Poultry. I got it at our public library, and it has that real nice kind of cloth cover. And oh my gosh, look on the inside. It has a library pocket. I'm not covering that up. I'll make a couple journal cards and put in there. And then it has this dedication page. Oh, that's Abby. She might come over for a look here. And then here, look at this. It's got one of those that's an old library stamp. You know, when I was in 7th grade, I got to go through every book, and on page 101, we did something that I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was this, but I'm not going to cover that up. Oh, and look at this. It has a little barcode. I'm gonna cover that up. But I went through it most of the day. Well, no, that's not true. I had all the pages glued together and gessoed, and I'll talk about gesso in a little bit here. But yesterday I went through and I sewed on. Oh, there, she wants you to see her. Oh, she's got a little goopy eye this morning. She just woke up. I went through and I sewed on the fabric, which in an altered book is very difficult. I had to bend the cover back and have just the one page out, everything else bent back. So you know what I learned? I learned this book has a very sturdy spine. So you can see a little bit now. See these 2 pages I haven't done anything on yet. But, oh, and then I found this children's 1st grade reading book with these pictures. Oh my gosh, look at that desert. And then this is Elsie Bell's digital, and it went with the feathers. Oh, and I look at the stitching that shows. I love that. This one I want to do with blue. So you can see I've gessoed the pages. And that one I put in last night while hubby was watching the news. And, you know, I've just added things that I wanted to add. This is my book. I'm not putting it in my Etsy shop. Here's a little girl running through the flowers. That's me running through the flowers. It just has, and then I don't know why, but I'm saving all my tea bags. They make really nice little pockets. So you can see a little bit of what I've got done. Oh, I love this one with the white picket fence and the blossoms and the little girl with her dog. Oh, I did a blue page because that one had a lot of blues. You can see the stitching. Some of these I ruffled. So I made a ruffle out of that one. And the woodpecker, because, you know, we have a woodpecker out in the front yard. Sometimes. He didn't appear yesterday. So, oh, look at that. So colorful. I can't wait to put pinks and purples and oranges on that page. And I mean, this book took me forever to cut out pages and then glue them together. I think at the end I just glued, that's like about 8 pages together. I just said, oh, the heck with it. So I did use Mod Podge. I'm not going to use Mod Podge again because this is what happens. It's so wet that, see, you get the you know, unless you have a credit card and you carefully smooth each page. Oh, that's the last page with the little frog. This is what happens. And there's a couple other pages. Like, these aren't too bad. This page, yeah, it had a lot of wrinkles on it, so I'm not ever going to use Mod Podge again. Not for this, not for an altered book. See, look at this one. Isn't that hideous? I'll cover it up with fabric or something. But talking about the gesso, I used to use the Liquitex, which I could get at Michael's, which is this one. But this is the real, it's heavy. This is the gritty one. And then it was, I think it was Lori Marie Jenkins. She had a link to what she uses. Now this I buy on Amazon, and I have another unopened jar of it. But it's thinner and it's not gritty. This stuff, you can't even hear the liquid. So I don't know if it's a matter of how much how much liquid it has, but I love this one. It gives it nice coverage, and it's not gritty. This one will give you super coverage, but then it's gritty, and I haven't learned how to write on it yet. So I did order some of the clear gesso. You can see I haven't even opened it or tried it yet. So I do have that. And then for the pages, you know, this stuff is like $17 a jar. And I'm like, I don't want to spend $17 a jar to glue pages together, but I might have to on my next one. And then I also have the Liquitex matte gel. I think this is, again, this other one, this might be 13. And this, I think, was the 17 one. I do have a unopened one of this, so I might just have to bite the bullet here and use those. Another thing that really helps are these little, gosh, I think they're 500 or 100 in here. They're the little clips with teeth. So I'll put one here so you can, I mean, these things, they hold. I got these on Amazon, and they come with this cute little tin. I'm looking on the bottom. Yeah, see, there's nothing. There's no name. I think just teeth clips with teeth, or teeth clips. If I can find my link, I'll post it. But oh my gosh, those hold everything. Yeah, what I did first was I clipped every single piece of fabric with one of these, and the whole side of my book had these sticking out. But you know what? These little guys, they really hold. And then I think I'm gonna put some fabric on the top and have some sticking out on the top too. So I probably won't sew those, just because it's, at this point, this would be impossible to get near my sewing machine. But I think I'm going to go back and do that. And then I think I'm going to have maybe just a few of the larger ones. I might have them coming out the side. I have another book here with that nice cover that I got at the library. But when I started ripping out pages, it's been sitting here glued with Fabri-Tac now for a couple days. The entire spine came out. I was like, no. So I glued it back in. It's this really, see, you need to look for paper that's a little thicker and has a good texture. Yeah, see, it's in there. I'll take some Uh-oh. Yeah, they're on the top. I'll reinforce that, and then I'll run some fabric down both the front and back spines to hold it in. But this book, oh my gosh, look at these illustrations. Some of them I didn't want to cut out, so I left them, but the paper is that really, really nice, heavy paper that can support. See, I've taken out quite a bit. I may have to take out a couple more pages here, but this is a good size. It's, yeah, it's a little bigger. See, it's a little bigger than this one, and the spine isn't as, it's not as thick, but I love the paper. The books like these are hard to find. So when I find them in the library, and our library is not even open yet. This is copyright 1954. The other one, this one is 1946. See, books today, they're not made like these. So here you can see there's the gesso, and it's not gritty, it's not sticky. It's almost, really, I can hardly tell the difference between that and the regular page. So anyway, I'm going to work on this a little bit today. I'm going to work on the cover. I want to put oranges and yellows and greens, but I'm going to have to use acrylic paint. That's just gesso. I'm going to leave the spine and then do the back, and then have some tabs on the top. But getting this through my sewing machine, like I said, I don't know how Gina does it. We're going to have to ask her. She probably does it, and I would definitely, if you're going to use this, don't run the fabric through your sewing machine over that. This one, the one I used here, this one was a little, it's thinner, so it wasn't quite as bad. But even then, I was hesitant to run my sewing machine over it, so I just kind of held my breath and did it. But I don't think I'd do that again. I think I might put this on before I put the gesso on the pages. But see, I don't mind that print showing through, because I'm going to cover it up anyway. So that's what I'm going to be playing with today. Like I said, I'm just having so much fun with this. See, here's a page that wrinkled because of the Mod Podge, so I'm not going to use that again. Isn't she cute? Just so cheerful. I just love cheerful and colorful things. So anyway, yeah, I think that's Elsie Bells. Anyway, that's what I'm working on, so I just thought I'd give you a little update here. So thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions or comments, do leave them below, and I'll get back to you. Okay, bye for now.